And we are live. What is up, guys and gals? I'm Dark Optimus, and welcome to the 5th episode of the Quest podcast. Tonight we got a lot to talk about, and we got a few giveaways tonight as well. So let's get right into this. Introducing our first guest of the night. She's just sitting there minding her whole ass business, just like Jabba the Hutt. She is Yashin Luca. Whole ass business.
My bad. What's up, guys?
Wow, real
I do that on
professional,
literally.
Luca.
Oh my god, I do that on literally every podcast I'm on. It's really bad. But hi, thanks for having me on. Glad to be here.
Awesome. And I want to introduce another guest of ours. He decided to name himself after male genitalia. He is Scrotum.
Nice. It's not the first time either. But thanks for having me on, guys.
For sure.
Yeah, man, for sure. All right, I want to introduce a panel member. He is the man with the plan. He is Sir M. Baines. What's up, M. Baines?
What's up, people? Let's get ready to talk games.
All right. We just lost M. Baines for a second there, but he'll be back, I'm sure. I want to introduce the Thunder from Down Under, Sir Timidos.
What's up, everybody? Here as always, and ready to podcast.
All right. Whoa. I also want to introduce Remix. What's up, Remix?
What's going on, everybody? That wasn't very smooth. I didn't like the runs.
Dog or something.
You don't like that intro?
Remix. That's how it goes.
Wow. Already throwing shade.
And also, before we get in the show, did you want to mention the play long thing, or you want to mention that a little later for anyone that missed it? I didn't know.
Yeah, we'll mention that later.
All right.
Do your intro, man.
Yeah, I'm here. We got some good topics. I like the crew. We got two scrotums, Dark Szkr0tm and Lil Scrot.
No.
As I like to call
Lil
one
Scrot. Lil Scrot.
You're Lil Scrot. So let's get on into the show.
There's one scrotum.
All right. So sometimes we like to do a question to the panel just to let everybody get to know the people on this podcast. So tonight the question is, what is your guys' favorite game series of all time and why? So we'll take it with Luca.
My favorite game series of all time. It's probably Mass Effect. I love that series so much. The reason I love it so much is it's definitely the characters. The characters. Miranda Lawson is my favorite character of all time. I have a wallet with her face on it. That is how much I love her. So it's Mass Effect.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
For sure. All right. So Scrotum, what's your favorite game series, man?
Oh, man. I think I got to go. I know it has many ups and downs, but I've been playing it for the last 10 years, and I've got to give it to Rock Band. I'm addicted. Like, yeah, Rock Band 4 was but I still play it. I can't stop playing it. It's my second favorite game of all time.
Nice,
Number one.
man.
Yeah. I
Guys-
know you said franchise. It's number one franchise.
No, I can totally attest to that because whenever I go on my PlayStation, I just see him fucking playing
That's
Rock
all I
Band.
do.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. But yeah, I usually have like a group of friends over. I don't really play on my own very much anymore, but it's always fun. We get like four to six people. Love it.
Nice, dude. Oh yeah.
It's always a good party game.
Yeah.
Tim, what is your favorite game series?
My favorite game series has to be the Soulsborne series. I love Dark Souls, and Bloodborne is amazing too.
Oh my god, it is,
Fucking love
man.
that shit.
You're
Just-
so right.
Yeah. What makes it so good for me is like it is very difficult, but that sense of accomplishment you get when you spend like 450 tries trying to kill a boss and then you finally beat it.
That's insane, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do that shit, man. I can't.
It's awesome, dude. Like, once you get into it, it's the most amazing thing ever. You feel like such a great gamer. You know, it's just, it's great.
I did
man.
play 3, and I actually did like it, but I just, like, after a while, I can't play it anymore after, like, dying so much. So, Remix, what is your favorite game series of all time?
Yeah, man. Well, I thought we could bring a couple, so I put 2.
No, man, this is only one,
Wow.
bro. You can't do 2.
Cheater.
You can't do 2, man. This is only one, man. Come on now.
Well, you know, like series, that's kind of like plural and singular, so you know. But my first one would have to be Halo. You know, really enjoy it. Just playing when I was a little kid with my friends and stuff. Halo 1 was one of my kind of like first games I really got into and stuff. Shows you my age. And then Borderlands would be the other series. I don't know. My friend had Borderlands 1 and I came over, I played it. I was like, "Oh shit, this is awesome." And then I picked it up. I played it a bunch, and like 3 months later, Borderlands 2 came out. Put tons and tons of time into that game. Leveled up every character, get all the legendary weapons, farming, all that good stuff. So creates a lot of good memories, and that's why I chose both those series.
Oh, nice, man. Hell yeah. All right, Baines.
Well, before January, I would have said Uncharted, but y'all know what happened to me in January. I got introduced to the Mass Effect series.
Hey.
I went through the entire series in January, and that has become my favorite series. I mean, the world was so expansive. The way your decisions in game 1, you could still see the reflection of those decisions in game 3. That's one of the best gaming series that I could think of. How deep the world was, the whole story, the character building, your team. I mean, I actually felt something whenever I lost some teammates, and I still think about that, to this day, getting ready for Andromeda, even though there will be no link between that series and the new starting one. But that Mass Effect series was masterful, and that's my favorite one.
Nice, dude.
Nice, bro.
So I'm pretty sure people can guess what my favorite series of all time is, and that is The Legend of Zelda, baby. And you know why? Because it's a classic, and I love RPGs, and it's probably one of the most classic RPGs around.
Damn, didn't expect that from you.
What were you expecting, man?
I didn't
Wait,
know.
what did he say?
Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of
Oh,
Zelda.
Zelda. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So that is the thought-provoking question of the week. So let's get right into Resident Evil, people. What did you guys think?
Oh, I've heard of it.
Played it a couple of times.
Yeah, I've dabbled here and there.
No spoilers because I haven't played it yet.
Dude, that
Yeah, I haven't
game
played it yet either.
is fantastic. Resident Evil 4 was my favorite, and like always has been. And I think this one might be better, dare I say. But oh my god, it's been out for a week and a half, and I've played it through 7 times. I freaking love this game.
Nice. Yeah, man. I know you've been playing it like what nonstop since it's been out, man.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Wait, how many times did you run through it again?
7.
7?
Wow.
Jeez,
7
dude.
and a half. I
That's
screwed up a
crazy.
playthrough halfway through, and I had to start over.
That's
So I was
crazy,
doing,
man.
I was just going for the item box achievement, and I messed
yeah.
up.
Nice. Yeah. I gotta say, man, this is probably one of the best horror survival games I've ever played in a long time. I mean, well, ever played, really, to be honest, because, I mean, Dead Space was really good. I didn't really like Outlast so much. I didn't really. I did get into the Evil Within, but it wasn't as good as this game. I mean, this game is just on point with everything. Like the mechanics are a little bit jarring at first. You kind of have to get used to them, but
Yeah.
they're pretty good. You know, overall, once you get used to it, you're just like you start doing things like headshots and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun, man. I'm enjoying it. I probably play it again. I definitely wanna beat it within the 4 hours and stuff like that, because I know you get an achievement and a trophy for that. So definitely gonna try to do that. And I did get it on PlayStation, and I know a lot of people are probably like, "Why'd you get it on PlayStation?" Because, man, at Best Buy, I got that Gamers Unlock thing where you pay $30 a year, and you get games for like $47. So I was all like, and when I went to Best Buy, they didn't have it on. They didn't have it for the Xbox, so I was like, "Well, I'll pick it up on the PlayStation. Why not?" You know.
Dude, I love it so much. I want it on PlayStation. Like, I want to platinum that.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people seem to just play the game and then just fucking hop right back in. You know, I don't know. I haven't played the game, of course, but I don't know what it is about the game, but people are just like, "Oh my god, I gotta play this." Like Scrotum, you played it what, like 6-7 times
7.
over now?
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
Now, is there anything about the mechanics that bother y'all? Because I've heard a lot of people say the gun mechanics can be kind of wonky in the beginning until you get used to them.
Yeah, that's the thing. You do have to get used to it, but I mean, I know it's kind of a lame excuse, but you got to realize your guy's not like, he's not like a military dude like in Call of Duty where he's, that's his job is to shoot people. It's like this dude, he'll find a gun and he's like, "Oh crap, what do I do?" So he doesn't have the best aim. You have to, I mean, you adapt pretty quickly. It's not horrible, but I mean, you do have to get used to it a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it, man. I mean, it's gotten really rave reviews, actually. Everybody's saying they love it, so I'm looking forward to it.
My one complaint, and it's not a spoiler. I wish you could turn your flashlight on manually, because he'll go into some dark areas and he'll turn the light on, but when you're just exploring the world and stuff, there's corners and stuff with hidden goodies, but you can't turn your flashlight on. So you might have to use an item to see those items, they pop up on your screen. So that's my biggest complaint. I've heard a couple people agree too.
Yeah, you need to be able to turn the flashlight on and off on that.
Yeah.
Okay. There was one other section of the game that I thought, the first time through, it was fine because it was a lot of story-heavy things, but subsequent times through, didn't enjoy it as much. So I won't say what part, but if you've played it, you know which part it is.
Yeah, definitely.
There's one thing I have to say, guys. So I know everyone's giving it rave reviews and everyone's loving it, but is it even Resident Evil anymore? Because I've heard some people say, "Oh, this doesn't feel like Resident Evil. It feels like something else."
I think it's a nice refresher because, Resident Evil in the old days was it was a horror game. It was a scary game.
Yeah.
And then the more they put them out, 5 and 6, and then whatever spin-offs, they're like, well, now it's a third-person shooter, and it lost that whole scare factor. Kind of Dead Space was heading that way too.
Yeah, I heard people actually say that they actually, in some ways, thought that the game went back to some old roots. So I think most people are more on the side that it's a good thing and it does feel Resident Evil. At least from what I've heard.
It's definitely not the more recent Resident Evils, but it's probably closer to the old ones than the other ones were.
Yeah.
So do we think they should have categorized this as a reboot instead of adding the number 7 onto it?
I
They
do.
just called it Resident Evil.
I do.
It's-
Yeah,
although it's
I
technically
agree.
not a reboot, though. Like, it is a continuation of the story.
Yeah, but I mean, if you've never played Resident Evil before, you wouldn't. You don't necessarily need to pick up on the references.
There's a couple of things you might miss, but
Yeah, but it doesn't ruin the game in any way. So like I think the fact that it can bring in new players to the series, like I would call that a reboot. And then I agree it should be called just Resident Evil or Resident Evil Biohazard, just drop the
Yeah.
7.
well,
Right.
Yeah.
they've almost sort of done that. Because it's not like obvious that it's Resident Evil 7. 'cause
Yeah.
the 7 is in the title of
Yeah,
either Resident
they
Evil or
slip it in
Biohazard
there.
in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
I just think sometimes you can put off people when you put that number on it because they're thinking,
Yeah.
well, I've missed all the other ones, so do I need to pick up 7?
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially when
that's-
it's that far. Like
Right.
7's far in, you know.
That's a big question I see a lot is, do I need to play the other games? It's like, no, you really don't, but I can see why you would think that.
Right.
Yeah. Although after playing this one, I'm very tempted to pick up like the remakes of Resident Evil 0 and
Oh, those.
Resident Evil, like the originals.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, definitely.
See, I couldn't stand the original games because the controls and,
Yeah, that's the one thing that's keeping me
I
from
couldn't
getting
do it.
Cool.
Cool beans, man. Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Not awkward at all.
So, Fire Emblem Heroes. I know I'm liking it. But I like Fire Emblem, so I want to know what you guys have to say on the Fire Emblem Heroes, the
Hey,
iOS game.
Let me go first. I'm gonna go ahead and knock mine out real fast. I didn't download the game. I watched somebody play it, and I thought to myself, "This shit looks like trash. I'm not playing it." Hey, so that's
Nice,
Dang, man.
Yo,
So-
Baines. Hey, fuck you, Baines.
hey.
I don't know anything about Fire Emblem, never played anything Fire Emblem, but I did download the mobile app, and I think it's pretty enjoyable, just a little mobile game, turn-based kind of chessboard style. I'm enjoying it. I'm not that far into it. I've only played like the first few missions and stuff. But, something to pass a little time on. I'm not going to be like hardcore playing it or anything. But, just a nice little free game and could possibly build up a little hype for. They do have a game coming for the Nintendo Switch, though I don't know when that's releasing. But
it's going to be releasing next year sometime, so
okay.
we'll definitely see something there.
Yeah. Well, I know they had quite a few plans for Fire Emblem. Like they were talking about lots of different Fire Emblem things. They had like a Fire Emblem special and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I know that we haven't seen too much on like what the microtransactions of the game are, but it's just pretty much just getting orbs to buy new characters. It's basically just just to get new characters. I haven't really seen too much other stuff that you have to do microtransactions for, but I think it's kind of ridiculous that it's for 140 orbs, it's $74.99. That is insane, dude.
Sounds like a mobile game.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep already.
I'm telling you. Thank you, Luca.
man.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
Well,
Dang.
let the man like just
but here's the
revel
thing:
in Fire Emblem for a second here.
it's
Okay?
not a full-fledged Fire Emblem game, so I mean you can't really judge it upon that. So it's not. It's more. It feels like more like a chess board. So it's not like the original like Fire Emblems and stuff, or like the 3DS Fire Emblems. So can't really judge it from the series from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played like probably like an hour or so of it, And I've dabbled in the Fire Emblem games before. Like, I have Fire Emblem Awakening. Never finished it, but I've been playing it on and off since it came out. And I'm, like, enjoying this game quite a bit. Like, Fire Emblem seems to translate to mobile really well. I might also be enjoying it because I got a fucking really good character right from the start. But yeah, it's quite a good game for mobile.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
bad, man. I mean, especially since it's free. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I want to get to our first giveaway. Now, I know a lot of people probably already know that we're giving away Resident Evil 7 tonight.
You're giving away
For
Resident Evil
console
7
of
tonight?
Yes, we are giving away Resident Evil
Wow.
7.
So
Damn,
I
wish
guess I
could
can win one.
But we're giving it away to somebody in the community. So the question to win Resident Evil 7 on the console of your choice, you can either pick PlayStation or Xbox, will be what was Luca's favorite game series of all time? You can DM me on Twitter. So DM me on Twitter, and then
That's at Dark Optimus.
Add Dark Optimus, and then we'll definitely announce the winner at the end of the show. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so
It's a good
let's
game.
move on to For Honor Season Pass, guys. What do you think about this?
I'm digging it. So season pass is $40, which I feel is a little steep. You get they have like seasons in the game, right? That it kind of plays into the whole faction war thing. So they're gonna release 2 heroes every season, 6 heroes in all, as well as 2 maps, 6 maps in all. You'll have XP boosts, and there'll be like customization and crap, and they'll come with free updates and possibly some different modes. I don't know if there'll be actual new game modes. You're just like they talked about adding ranked or not, or like having a ranked mode eventually. But I'm pretty sure, I'm under the impression you can get all this stuff, at least the heroes. Well, I know you get the maps for free, and I'm under the impression you can get the heroes for free if you unlock them with Renown, the in-game currency, just as because that's how they release content in Rainbow Six Siege. But
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I thought I would get like a DM right by now from somebody, but nobody wants Resident Evil 7, man.
Hey, I'll DM you real quick.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
that.
Give it to
can't
me.
wait.
Are you kidding
Can't
me?
well, I think I know why. I think people were just like, it's fucking Luca, and they tuned her out. Because that's what I did.
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
Hey, but as far as that DLC, they're supposed to drop 2 characters per season or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Isn't that kind of how Rainbow Six did things?
yeah,
Yeah, it
Rainbow
sounds
Six
very Rainbow
has
Six.
operators, and they drop 2 operators per like whatever segment or whatever. Now they have like a, so the seasons are like the faction seasons, like the overarching game thing. But yeah.
Well, at least that lets you know they're going to be supporting this game for a while. I mean, the game is good, man. So if they put some support behind it, I mean, people are going to be playing it for a while.
Yeah, and I see them having like another year or 2 or whatever of content
Right.
as well, since like they were like, oh shit, Rainbow Six is doing really well. Now let's support it for another year. They just sent out another season pass with more, with 8 more operators and stuff that will be released over a period of time, and new maps and all that. So
Right. Yeah, I think that model works pretty well. I mean, it gives consistent content drops.
yeah, I like that it's
changes
a constant
the game.
refresher.
Yeah.
And it gives people access to what they like the new stuff instantly. But you can, if you want to get it for
You can
free,
choose to earn
you
it.
can still earn it.
Yeah,
Right.
Yes,
which is
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
hoping to get into the open beta next week and kind of give my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I
Because
enjoyed the
I
closed
haven't seen
beta.
much about it, but I don't know. It looks okay, but I want to see for myself.
I will turn you, Scrotum. Get in, play with me, and you'll have a blast. Because I mean, come on. I'm a fun guy.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Damn. Oh shit.
Luca was throwing all kinds of shade before we got on the show.
That's
so.
true. She was, man. She was telling us like,
It's typical.
podcast fucking sucks, man. I can't believe you guys got me on this fucking bitch. And I was like, damn, dude. Holy shit. All right.
She's about to piece the fuck out.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I've never said the word fuck in my life. Okay, I never said piece of shit in my life. I am
Okay.
a proper lady who's never
I'm sorry.
cursed in my life.
Your OS business.
Like, oh my goodness.
I
What a
like the
smear
sass on
campaign
that.
against me.
There's not a smear campaign, I swear. I promise.
Anyways,
Hey, I don't know.
what do the rest of y'all think? Luca, what do you think, Luca?
You know, oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm not too interested in that game, so I don't really care, to be honest.
Have you played it at all? Have you given it a look?
No.
All right, well, you're going to download the open beta, and we're going to play girl. All right? Okay.
Remix, I don't want to play that shit, man.
Well, maybe you'll enjoy it. Lord knows Dark.
Right.
Oh, yeah, guys. By the way, so last week,
converted 'em.
Dark wasn't too fond of the closed beta. And then
I'm not
later
still.
that
I'm
later
still
that
not.
night, he hopped on with me and Game Down Sites, and we played some more For Honor, and he was like, I kind of like it. I'll probably pick it up. It may not be his number one game, but he's turning. He's turning.
You had me a little bit with the combat, but I'm not really. I want to play the story though. You know, that's
Well, it's gonna have a
mainly what I
story.
want to see. Huh?
Gonna have a story.
I know, but I want to see what the story's going to be like. You know.
Well, yeah, that's why you gotta check out my impressions. Huh?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, I'm gonna watch.
I'd like to.
Yeah,
I'd like
Optimus
to see
doesn't watch any
story.
of my videos because he's a
Well, he's
Phillies
not the
scummer.
only one.
Oh, damn!
I'm just kidding.
No, but
He's like,
what I
"Get
gotta
that back. Oh my god!
what I gotta say about the season pass, I mean that's pretty good. You know, I don't think it's probably the best season pass that I've seen, but it's not
Yeah.
definitely not the worst.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
true.
They definitely,
$40
I think they
is
took
too
a
much
page. I think they
for
took
me.
a page out of Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, it's definitely
So
very Rainbow Six.
How much was the season pass for Siege? Was
I
that
think
$40?
$30. I know. Well, I don't know what the season
I
one
thought it was
pass
30,
was,
yeah.
but the season 2 pass is 30. So
So why is this one 40? I don't get that.
I don't know.
It's basically
Especially
like
because I
the
think
same
you're getting
thing.
less content actually with this.
Yep.
But you can,
Yeah,
Ubisoft, man, they get
$40.
greedy, bro. You know, they get
Yeah,
Dude,
but I-
$40 is too
you
steep,
get-
man.
You have the option to get a lot of this stuff for free. So I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
that's
okay
true.
with it. You know.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you
But-
get that
but-
currency, whatever that currency is. Is it scrap or something?
Renown.
You get it for playing for just playing matches. So
Yeah.
I guess the more you play, the closer
Yeah.
you can get to unlocking characters.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Tim, I heard you trying to speak. Did you have some thoughts? Any other thoughts?
No, I was just gonna say that I'm interested in what the campaign's gonna be like too, because while that opening cutscene in the closed beta was cool, I wasn't really like the story seemed very generic.
Yeah, I think the gameplay of the story will be pretty good, but the storyline of it, I don't really expect that much from it. So I'm definitely mostly there for the multiplayer.
Yeah, me too.
For sure. I mean, I think the multiplayer is good, but I mean, I got to see what that single player is going to do because I mean, Ubisoft hasn't done anything as of late to have a good single player campaign. So we'll see.
I think Watch Dogs 2 is good. I played a little bit of the demo, but
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'm,
it was
I'm
alright.
interested in that.
It was
Yeah, I'm
alright.
still
It was-
enjoying it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
can't wait to get into that Ghost Recon beta as well. Luckily, one of us got a code. Fucking Bane's got a code, so.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
So we just today found out that PlayStation 4 is finally getting external hard drive support. What do you guys think about that?
That's
About
big.
time.
Yeah, that's
About
great.
time. Yeah.
I was reading like
Still
a thread,
keep-
like a forum thread today, and a lot of people on PlayStation didn't even know that it was on the Xbox or the Wii U. They didn't even know that external hard drive support was a thing.
Really?
Wow.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Because like you could use external hard drives on the 360, but
Yeah, and like, yeah, the Xbox. I'm pretty sure the Xbox had it out of the box, and the Wii U did.
yeah.
And those, you could do it on 360 as well, but that was much more limited by size.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did. I used like USBs, like just regular
it was like
USBs.
USB sticks.
Yeah, I had all kinds of stuff like just plugged into my Xbox 360. Like, all right, I'll download this game on this and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. This is like a big thing for PlayStation. It's like really important that they get this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's besides for being able to change your name, I think this is probably one of the biggest complaints of PlayStation, that they don't have external support. So I think them getting external support is absolutely a big win for a lot of the PlayStation gamers out there, so that they don't have to get an internal hard drive and open up their PlayStation 4 and break the warranty and things like that. So
I don't think
It's
it broke the
definitely
warranty.
No, I didn't break the warranty.
it didn't
Yeah.
break the warranty? I thought it
No,
did.
it was like specifically done so that it wouldn't break the warranty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
But like, I think if you wanted to trade it back in, you had to put the old hard drive back in it.
Oh, that's just a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
You know.
is.
and it had to be very specific, like size and that.
Yeah.
So yeah, now that they've got that external support, up to 8 terabytes, I think it is.
Yep.
And that's,
Oh, wow.
That's a
Gonna-
lot, dude. I mean,
it is.
you could
When-
put a 8 terabyte hard drive on it and be good for probably the rest of the generation, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 5 terabyte for my Xbox, and I mean, I still got plenty of space, and I've got like 400 games on it.
Oh my god! Real quick, I think All Day is DMing me what he thinks the game is. I think he's DMing me right now. He's like, Dark Souls, Witcher, Dead Space, South Park.
it's great. Thanks all day. We appreciate it, bro. We love you, man. Shit.
The other thing that came out with that piece of news is the Pro is also getting something called a boost mode, whereas
Yeah.
a lot of the games that did not get patched with the Pro mode, there you can use that boost mode in order to
8 teraflops.
you can use that in order to boost the resolution of a game or the frame rate of a game.
From what I understood from
Frame
it,
rate
like
would be nice.
basically,
Yeah.
the purpose of that was games that would that would dip under 30 frames a second.
Mhm.
It would like basically keep them at 30 frames,
Right, and
so it
also
wouldn't drop as much.
that any game that had like a dynamic resolution that would dip to like 720p, it may hold it at
Yeah.
Is this the boost mode that you're talking about?
Yeah, boost
Yeah.
mode.
Yeah.
yeah, for the Pro.
Yeah, I didn't
I
read
think
too
that's-
much up on that.
I think that's something that Microsoft needs to implement immediately with the Scorpio.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for everything that isn't Play Anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, they also
Shady.
got custom backgrounds, I think,
Yeah.
but only of things that you can press the share button on. So it has to be from your PlayStation, which is
Yeah,
it's better than nothing, I guess. But
Yeah.
I've always
Okay.
used the which
Did
is
they
something I
already
wish.
have that?
Well,
No,
no,
they
they
didn't.
had
They
like
had
that. They
theme.
would give
You
you
have to buy.
theme background. I've always used the theme backgrounds, especially the ones that come with games that I would buy.
But I mean,
And
like,
wish,
wouldn't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I wish that's I wish Xbox would do that. You know, give you theme backgrounds, maybe with certain games.
yeah,
Because
we've
I had
just
to
got
go
the
in.
backgrounds at the moment.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
go into. I went into the Ori and the Blind Forest and captured something from there, and then I have that as my background. But I wish they would do it as a theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now I've got like my background on my Xbox is like the original blades from the 360. I'd love it if they released one that like when you went through the tabs, it would actually scroll through the blades.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely. So since we got that out of the way, PlayStation definitely is doing a good thing by putting an external hard drive.
Now let us change our name.
Well, yeah, exactly. Let us change our name.
Nonsense
Damn
is
it.
for
Yeah,
stabilizing.
super
Let us
batch.
do that. I mean,
Yeah.
that'll be nice. So Horizon Zero Dawn has gone gold, and that is big because I mean we were hoping that this game was going to be really good, and I know a lot of people have been saying like they've been seeing things on Twitter and things like that about how the voice acting isn't on par with a lot of the other games out there, but to me, I think to myself, well, you got to realize that like these people come from probably our generation of people, like they come from us, so they probably
Well, the whole voice, I think. Well, I don't know if this is kind of anything that you intended by the complaint, but I mean, like the voice acting isn't synced up with some of the characters. But I mean, it's like Fallout 4 has like horribly synced voices because it is a big, expansive open world game, and I mean, I'm excited for Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm glad it's gone gold. I've been looking up more and more gameplay on it and stuff recently, and there's more to the game than I originally thought. It's a bit more expansive and everything than I thought, so I'm excited. And I mean, I think like the actual main voice actors, they're fine and everything. I mean, they've been in other renowned, I guess, PlayStation games and stuff. So I'm good with it.
Well,
so we got Troy Baker and Nolan North.
I wasn't looking forward to it. Like I was pretty indifferent because I'm indifferent about a lot of stuff. However, when I saw like the story trailer, I was like, "Oh, this actually looks pretty good." So
Yeah,
depending on I might pick it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely pick it up, but I am skeptical.
Yeah,
but I guess the only way to relieve that is to actually play it.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. I'm like I'm very skeptical about it, but really like there's nothing else I'm looking forward to on PlayStation. So like I want I want it to be great. I want to have a great AAA PlayStation exclusive. Because I mean last year all we got was Uncharted 4, and for me that was a letdown. Like it was good, but it had its flaws, and so I really want this to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
looking forward to it.
Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead, Rick. I'm looking forward to it. I think the world is much bigger than I initially thought it was. I think they said it was the size of Witcher 3's map, the map in this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
That's fine and dandy, but they need to fill it.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's what I was going to next. I'm hoping these side quests aren't fetch quests. I hope they have some depth to them.
Yeah, man.
I see that they have a bunch of different. I think they have 26 different variants of those dinosaur type things that you fight. So that may make the gameplay even more interesting.
Yeah.
So I mean, it seems like it has a lot. I'm looking forward to it. It's a day one buy for me. The game looks beautiful. So hey, I'm ready to get knee deep in it.
Yeah, day one for me. There probably will be a decent amount of travel, but that's kind of, I think, because it is kind of supposed to give you that that vibe of open land, and like you kind of are the prey, like watching some of this gameplay, but you kind of like build up to like being able to take down bigger and bigger enemies, or like you need to have knowledge of the enemy before specific enemies before you can like take them down and then like make them a tamed animal, basically, so you can ride them around the map and stuff. So I'm definitely interested in some of the gameplay mechanics, and yeah, day one buy for me as well. So
yeah, same here, definitely. All right, guys. So we heard that Battlefront 2 is coming out. Now I gotta say, Battlefront 1 was good, but it didn't have any story. So now we know from the news of Battlefront 2 that it's gonna have a story, and it's gonna be like throughout generations of the Star Wars series. So what do you guys think about what would you guys like to see in Battlefront 2?
Well, yeah, definitely, want a nice, interesting story. I like the plan that's going to be over a series of generations. I'm, just kind of like the other Battlefronts, you had the Galactic Civil War era and like Clone Wars era in it, the original. And, I want some more good gameplay. I don't know if I like all the modes and stuff in the newer Battlefield, but yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I'll give it a look, and I hope it succeeds better because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and
There's so much they could do.
yeah, there's, and I know it's going to be a beautiful game. I just hope it's not rushed, because they are shooting for holiday 2017. So I hope it's not, to get on the get the hype from the new movie releasing. So I just hope it's not rushed. And
They don't need deja vu.
Product.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
the first-
isn't that how the first one was? Like they rushed that
Yeah.
out too. Yeah, so they don't need to do
That's
that
why
again.
it didn't have a campaign.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
know?
I'm really interested in what they're gonna do with the single player because like the first one, I played the 6-hour trial on EA Access and like I think I didn't even run out of time before I was done with it. It needed a single player. Like I played it for I think like 4 hours or something like that, and I was like, okay, I'm done. So
And from what little of the game I haven't played that much of the game, but from what little of the game I have played, the multiplayer is beautiful. And I dig some of it.
yeah, it looks really good.
It doesn't seem that engaging. It's just not that engaging to me. I don't know. Maybe I haven't played it enough and given it enough of a chance, but there's something about it. And honestly, I don't know if I really like the fact that the heroes, like Luke Skywalker and stuff, are like pickups. I think I'd rather have it be like something that you earn, like in the older Battlefronts, like from either objectives or kills or something like of that nature.
Yeah, I think I was probably the complete opposite of you two. I actually picked up the game on PlayStation and Xbox, and I probably put over 20 or so hours on each version. So, I know it was lacking content, but I played a lot. I loved the game. It did need that single player campaign. So I'm really looking forward to that one. In the second one, I would like it to go back to the class system that they had back in the old Battlefront. I think that would make it more interesting. Now, as far as this campaign in the second one, is the campaign going to span the ages of Star Wars? Or
shit, dude! You just said Star Trek. Oh shit, man! You
Triggered.
Ton of people right now.
Or is it just the multiplayer?
Well,
is it the campaign or just the multiplayer?
It's the campaign.
I think it's campaign. Yeah.
Okay.
And I would.
Okay, so do you think they're going to section it off like they did in Battlefield 1? Have them all separate stories?
I hope not.
I would think.
I honestly don't think they should do that. I think they should, stick to a more traditional, like the original Battlefronts. They should stick to more of that kind of storyline. I think that'll be good for them to do that. But I mean, if they do the Battlefield 1 storyline mechanic, then I think it better be good. It better be good, man. It has to be
I
good.
think it will be.
Yeah. I think they'll pretty much. What I would kind of expect is that they go up the timeline. Galactic Civil War, Clone Wars, like what the movies are based off of, basically, and then this new era is the New Order, right?
Yeah.
So I would expect like those 3 time periods to that you like play in those 3 time periods, basically. But
Right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I think they're gonna make it. I think they're gonna make that campaign kind of epic because that they took it over the head with the first one because of not having that campaign. So I think they're probably gonna put a lot of resources into that. So it's probably gonna be really good. I mean, just look at Titanfall 1 didn't have a campaign. Titanfall 2 had a campaign, and that campaign was damn good, if I say so myself. So I'm hoping they do sort of the same thing, make the campaign really good, put a lot of assets into that campaign. Even though the Titanfall 2 campaign was short, it was still really good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid campaign.
yeah, I enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, so we've got campaign for Battlefront 2 now. Now just give me Galactic Conquest and space battles.
Oh yeah, that would be
That'd be
cool.
nice.
Space battles would be sick in the Star Wars universe. Hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that is another thing that they didn't.
Yeah, they had those in the original.
I know a lot of people were bummed about. I was never very good at the space battles, but I loved just like going into like the enemy ship and fucking shit up. So just flying in there and you're
they were always
fun and stuff. So
like you if you wanted to just do like basically boots on the ground combat, you could go into the enemy ship, or if you wanted, you could just destroy it from outside.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And have dogfights. It was always, and they always felt epic. Those fights.
Yeah, they did definitely. So, Dark Souls 3 has new DLC. I know you, Luca, and Tim both love Dark Souls. So, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Okay, I'll go first. Listen, this DLC better not be fucking garbage like the last one, or I'm gonna be really pissed off. Okay, like it looks good,
folks. Savage.
It looks good, It looks good. I'm excited for it. Didn't really show off too many new weapons, but whatever. I'm sure it'll be good. Hopefully, it has more than just 2 bosses. And hopefully none of the bosses have 3-stage boss battles because that shit is garbage. It's bullshit, and I don't want to deal with it, okay? I hope it's long because it's apparently the last one. I just want it to be good. I love Dark Souls, and I don't want to go off on a bad note because that fucking DLC, the first DLC that I came out with was garbage, okay? It was garbage. So this shit better be good. It's all.
Uh-oh.
I think we lost Luca.
Oh.
Did we lose
I think she started ranting too hard.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
It better be good is all I'm saying. I hope it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it's good too. But like, I've never been a big fan of the DLCs for the Dark Souls games. Always been more of a fan of the main games. Like, my favorite DLC from the Dark Souls series so far is still Artorias of the Abyss. Sorry, all those new ones.
Nah, man, like Artorias of the Abyss is amazing. That boss fight with Artorias, oh my god, it's so good, dude.
It's like my
Literally,
favorite
guys,
boss fight from the whole series.
it is Death hopping into a party with Tim and Luca, and one of them is playing Dark Souls, because it's like you want to talk about stuff, right? And it's just them going back and forth, like, oh my god, this boss and that gear and this boss, like fucking A.
Maybe if you played the damn game, you could join in.
Yeah, no,
exactly, man.
I want to play the games, I do. But
yeah, remix, get good, dude.
Hilarious.
Get good.
Just get
I
good,
am
bro.
good, Luca. I'm a
Be
fucking
good, bro.
beast. Okay.
Prove
White
it.
Series says Dark Souls is trash. I agree with you, bro.
Oh my
I'm
god,
right
Sirius
there
is
with
just
you,
trolling.
man.
He does that on every podcast, man. every
That's fine.
podcast I
I
go
love
in,
that
I
dude,
see
though, man.
Sirius saying stuff, and I'm like, Sirius, get your
Trolling,
troll
dude.
ass out of here, man.
Oh man, he's cool though. He's always hitting me up. He's always liking my stuff, so I'm cool with him. So
I like this.
Bro.
Dark Souls 3 needs a DLC that turns into Metal Gear Rising. I am so down for that.
oh man,
I love that
That'd be
game.
great.
Just halfway through the DLC, you're getting like an exosuit and fucking what's it called, like the Sonic Blade or whatever. I can't remember
Yeah.
what it's actually called.
I want to get
That'd be
into
nuts.
Dark Souls 3. The last one I played through was the first Dark Souls. I totally skipped 2, so I want to get into 3 sometime.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can,
man,
you can
it's totally worth it. Yeah, skip 2. It's. I mean, no, it's not. It's. I
not a
don't.
bad
I don't think
game.
it's bad. Yeah, it's just.
not the best Dark Souls game.
Yeah.
Are all
Yeah.
the stories connected in the Dark Souls? Like, should I play all of them or should I just play 3?
You can just
You can
play
just
3. It's.
Yeah,
All right.
they
Yeah,
are
they're not-
technically
they're
connected,
like-
but completely separate stories.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Are they set in different parts of like Dark Souls and stuff? Like they're set in different time frames and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
time frames, not so sure about because there's a whole thing in Dark Souls about time. But like areas, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some of that like weird stuff through like this painting thing. I was listening to a guy talk about some lore, Dark Souls
Oh,
lore.
the painting of the painted world of Ariamis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think and how like in like before it was like a nice beautiful place or whatever, and now it looks like apocalyptic. So
Yeah, Dark
You
Souls
know,
lore is nuts.
yeah, it's. I mean, I think for the most part, everyone who plays the games and does the lore videos on it, we all have a basic idea of what's going on, but no one actually knows what's going on. So.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and every theory is valid as any other. That's why I love it.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's the thing. I think, the reason why I could probably not get into the Dark Souls games is probably because, it doesn't have, like... I mean, it does have a story, but it's not your traditional type of story, with cutscenes and, like,
Mhm.
crazy things going on and shit,
Right.
I played.
Mm.
I
No.
mean, at least for when I was playing it, I didn't get it far enough to just, I just get bored of it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
See,
Yeah,
I played
but-
Demon Souls and Dark Souls, and I was like, there is no story here, but the gameplay is like
Addictive.
so good. It doesn't matter. Like you can still immerse yourself for however many hours. I mean, the world is like what draws you in. At least for me, not so much the story.
Mhm.
You know,
Like, I didn't care.
all I have to say for you, Dark, if you want a more conclusive story, then I would say try Bloodborne because it has Dark Souls gameplay. It's from the same people, but
I
the
played
story
Bloodborne.
actually. Yeah, you have
Yeah. It
the
was trash.
entire way through. Oh
Shit, man.
Oh my
Dang.
god!
Played it, I was like,
we only had Luca on the show to talk shit about Souls.
Oh my god! I
Bloodborne and everything like that. So
I have never felt so hurt in my life. I just
it's tugging at your heartstrings now, isn't it?
I'm over here crying right now. You know what? Whatever.
Where's
it's
the
not for
lamb
everyone.
voice?
Are
and
we
that's
about
fine.
to get the lamb voice right now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I
Where
just
is it?
It's
It's not all the time.
That's so great.
Dark. It's not for everyone, man. It's not a
Yeah.
big deal. It's whatever.
Yeah, I think
sure.
for me, I'm more of a story guy also, and I know the gameplay is there, but I like a good story. I have
Yeah,
I have
man.
Dark Souls 2 in my backlogs. I'm gonna get to it one day, but for right now, you got a lot of good games out here with good stories, and I'm gonna get through those first.
Yeah, man. I got you.
Definitely.
Yeah, the story's definitely there, but it's just up to interpretation, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. You gotta kind of hunt for it, and it's a lot of the story is in item descriptions, and that means reading. And I don't know how many people are actually down for that. So
It's easier to just watch YouTube videos on it.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing. For me, like if you can just sit there and watch YouTube videos on it, then I'd rather just do that. To be honest.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah, man. I totally get you. Like I said, it's not for everyone. If you can't get into it, you can't get into it. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Before we move on, I'm gonna give away either a copy of Dark Souls 2 or a copy of Bloodborne for whoever wins its choice. just DM Optimus, Dark Optimus, the answer. The question is, what is the DLC of the first Dark Souls game?
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah, people. The first DLC of the first Dark Souls game, right? Tim?
Yes, and
Yeah.
that is at Optimus, who
At
you should
me.
DM.
So DM me. And we'll get you.
Do we have a winner yet for the Resident Evil?
We
saving
do
that for the
have.
end.
We do have a winner.
All right.
I'm gonna actually announce it right now. I know a lot of people, have been DMing me. So the winner is Sean Sig. Yeah, man,
Nice.
you won, bro.
Big ups to
He was the
Sean.
first one to guess Mass Effect was the correct answer to Luca's favorite series. So
How many
Congrats to
DMs
you,
did
man.
you get that was Dark Souls or Bloodborne?
you know what? It's funny. I only got like a few. It was mostly all day just going Dark Souls, Witcher 3, Dead Space, South Park.
Yeah, and he
Mass
sent it to me too.
Just
What
gonna
is it,
come
man?
on.
Big ups to all day too.
That's fun.
Yeah, so
I
yeah,
was
we'll
like,
definitely
dang.
be hitting you up after the show, man, to give you your copy of Resident
Yes,
Evil on
definitely.
your preferred platform. So
Awesome
just let
game.
me know what preferred platform you want it on, and I will get that to you as soon as possible, man. So let's move on to Titanfall 2 DLC. We all know it's free, so we're not going to be paying for it. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that it's going to be a good DLC pack that's coming out, or what do you guys think?
They're giving me another one of the original Titanfall maps, so I'm happy with it.
yeah, I'm down with it. I think they said that they might be updating the interface as well a little bit, but adding a new game mode called Live Fire. It's like a 6v6.
I don't like that name.
I know Optimus isn't going to this. It's a 6v6, one life. There's a flag. If you have the flag, I think you can win or something. But I think you win if you have the flag, or you can eliminate the enemy team. But they're trying to make it like super quick pace, and so the match only
60
lasts for
seconds.
60
Yeah.
seconds, which is pretty crazy. I don't know. I'll try it out. I'll see if I'm into it. It might be kind of cool. It might be a piece of shit. And they're also gonna have a couple special maps for that game mode specifically, and they're bringing a couple other maps or something as well. So I'm with it.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
I'm definitely pretty excited for it. I think, because I bought the game just not that long ago, so I'm, free DLC. Why not, man? Hell yeah, I'm gonna download that
I'll
stuff
take anything free.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Titanfall 2 is already, kind of upbeat, fast paced as far as the multiplayer. So this is supposed to speed it up even more. Seems like it'll make for some good matches, especially with that 60-second clock. So I'm looking forward to see how that works out.
Do we know if it's going to have extra achievements or trophies?
I don't know.
Like, if it does, I might red box it again. But I mean, that's my jam. But I don't know. I thought it looked okay. There's I don't know, one map they were showing that was just like some dudes who were constantly climbing columns or something, and I'm like, this map looks dumb. I don't really like the 6v6 pilots. I'm like, dude, it's Titanfall. Like, even if you don't use it, I think most people want their Titans, at least in the match. I don't know how many people do the pilots, but it wasn't my thing when I played.
Yeah, I agree with you on a sense, and it would be cool if they had like a new mode with Titans in it. But I still am interested in the mode. I think it's often these kinds of one life modes are really kind of slow and a little more strategic, even in not strategic games like this. So the fact that it's just 60-second rounds, I think, could make for some pretty interesting times and some pretty interesting game clips too, which I'm all about. So
Yeah,
I
you're
thought
gonna
that-
see
So
like
I want
5-second
Go
rounds
ahead, Tim. Go ahead,
and
Tim.
like game clips and stuff. 'Cause there's going to be times when somebody just flies across the map and takes out the entire enemy team.
Oh yeah.
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 Hey, real quick before you speak, Optimus, Also, like people like Optimus that don't like not having a respawn, it would be a pretty quick respawn. It would be a pretty quick respawn.
Yeah, dude.
So hey, maybe you'll like it a little more, because like you don't have to wait that long. But
yeah. So we got Magic Mike in the house on the chat.
What
I want to
up?
give him a huge shout out. Check out his channel. He is absolutely a good ass dude, man. I told him I was going to do that for him, so definitely check out his channel.
Yeah,
he's a good dude.
I would like to point out that he likes Dark Souls, so you should definitely check out his channel.
Oh dang, man! So I want to announce that we have a winner for the Dark Souls 2 or Bloodborne giveaway, and that is Ghost in the Class. So congratulations, Ghost in the Class, and the answer was 8. How do you say it?
Artorias.
Artorias of the Abyss. I don't know how to say it, man. I'm sorry.
Congrats, Ghost.
Because making me cry over here.
It's all good, bro. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, just let us know which one you want, and we'll get that
Yes,
code.
definitely let us know which one you want, and we will get that to you at the end of the show.
yeah,
All right. So the Devolver lends a hand to devs who can't get to the United States. What do you guys think about that?
That's great.
Yeah, I think it's really cool of them. So yeah, obviously some of the laws being passed, people either don't want to come here or they can't. So there's going to be a upcoming conference where game developers show off their games, and since they can't show off their games, developers giving them a hand. They're going to show off the games for these other devs if they like sign up on a sheet and stuff. I think that's really cool of them, just helping out the community, helping games get shown, so.
Okay, so this pertains to some of the countries that were banned.
Yes.
Okay, and so they're helping them get their games over here. Yeah, I think that's a good look. This situation is not good for anybody. So
Yeah.
I think it's lending a helping hand when one is needed. So yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, especially since I don't know if Devolver is a huge developer or not, but I mean, for them to lend a helping hand to
Mainly,
They're a big developer of smaller games.
yeah.
Okay, so they
do a lot
of smaller games. So I mean, for them to even just to see somebody like them to do that for other devs, that's an amazing thing, man. I mean, I wish we could see like Ubisoft or EA or somebody like that do that, but we all know they're greedy. So
yeah, and Devolver has a game Absolver coming up that looks real interesting, dude. It's like
that's the martial arts game.
Yeah, it's like based around martial arts and I can't remember the full description, but it's like an action game with martial arts stuff and like fighting and all this cool stuff, which I'm totally into. So I can't wait till they bring that. I hope they bring that out this holiday. I think they might, but yeah, looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts, guys?
I mean, it's a cool thing they're doing. It's always good to see people helping other people out.
Yeah,
and
sure.
We made reference to some of the other bigger developers not stepping up, but sometimes it takes one. It takes one to step up, and then others may get involved. Even if it's just to save face, they'll still get involved. And a lot of times, regardless of why you're doing it, the fact that you're doing it is what counts.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
I'm not gonna say it on the air because you guys think I'll be weird if I do, but I have a video, because the name is weird, but I have a video to send you guys. It kind of pertains to what Baines just said. It's funny.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, send it to us after the show.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he's doing another shameless plug.
No, man, no.
Yeah,
And real quick,
people. He's trying to weed his channel into every podcast that we do. It's great. No, we try to show support to all the people on the panel and even the guests. So definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think about GameStop's
Before we
shady
go into that, can I interrupt you?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. So I got a little code. It's just a little game. It's called Ride 2. Frodo gave it to me a little ways back, and I asked if I could give it away on the show, and he said yeah. So shout out to my boy Frodo, and I just dropped a little code in the chat. So if you guys want that game, it should be fun. It's like a motorcycle racer game. So check it out.
We be dropping them games.
Yeah, you guys.
Before I was rudely interrupted by Remix, what do you guys think about GameStop's shady ass policy, Circle of Life?
Okay, I want to go
start-
first.
Yeah,
I'm
start
going to
with
go
Luca.
first. First of all, I'm not surprised. GameStop, we've all heard things over the years about how shady they are, how shitty their business practices are. One of my friends used to work there, so I got a little bit of idea how bad it was, but I am absolutely not surprised. Don't fucking shop at GameStop anymore, okay? Just don't do it. Just don't do it. They don't give a shit about you. They just want your money. And I know most companies are like that. Okay, I get that, but they're the worst.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, to hear that they're trying to sell used games by telling people that they don't have the new versions of the game or the new, it's like, what? Are they going to do? I mean, they're even doing that with consoles too, because I mean, apparently they don't. Apparently,
there's
the
a
other
place
day when I went to GameStop, they don't have any more PS4 Pros, but they have used ones. So I'm guessing they probably were trying to throw that at me, like.
Yeah, man.
That's why I'm like, after I hear about this, man, I'm not shopping at GameStop no more. I think this is some shady ass business that they're trying to pull. They shouldn't be pulling this thing, man. You should not be giving the customers a reason not to shop at your store. You should be giving them the reason to shop there. And
Pretty
you're not
much,
doing
man.
that.
Pretty much. It's
Yeah.
only a matter of time before GameStop is out of business.
Yeah.
True, and they're making it so their employees have to reach these quotas. So like one of the things it said, like a big game comes out, everyone's going to come in for the big game. So then the people have to like stop pushing the big new game and hit their quota of how many used games they sell. And if they don't hit these quotas, then they could get fired and they get scored or whatever. As well as they're saying, oh, we're out of stock in this game so that their other stores can hit quotas, right? So they'll be like, oh, go to GameStop a mile away. It should be there. It's in stock there. So, so they're like just putting money into all their different GameStops. And yeah, definitely messed up, definitely shady, and not about the consumer at all. And that line at the end of the article, like, oh, well, we're just trying to make, the best have our consumers have the best possible purchase for themselves, and this is a way to get them what they want, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, fuck you.
Thanks, bro.
Nice, man. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I mean,
Well, I think it's funny too. Like if like you're a customer, you're like, hey, I want a copy of this game, and they're like, oh, we're out of stock of the new ones. And then like they get called out, like, no, I can see one right behind you. It's like they just feel like even bigger douchebags than they already are. It's like
exactly. It's so shady, man. I mean, why would you do that to your customers? Are you trying to alienate the customers? Because that's what it seems like you're trying to do right now.
But I mean, Lucas said exactly what I was thinking. Like, I'm not surprised. It's GameStop.
Yeah, that's true.
They're the devil.
Yes, it's more about the fact that GameStop sees the writing on the wall. A lot of things are going digital nowadays, and that's why they released the game. What was the game? Song of the Deep. They're trying to, step into that lane. And because they see this writing on the wall, they have policies out. They put policies out there to try to curtail some of this money that they're losing. And you get some crap like this. It forces the workers to lie to customers, and you can't really blame it on the worker because he's thinking, hey, I need this money. I got to put food on the table, or I need this to pay for this, or I need this money to pay for that. And it's a shame that once this comes out, they're not even trying to. They're trying to put the blame on the worker by saying, well, we can't. There's some people out there that do this, but we're not advocating that. But you're putting the policy out there, so by default, you are advocating this behavior, and it's just a shame. They're gonna bring themselves to an earlier demise than they would have gotten by crap like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, it's important not to confuse the employees in GameStop with the people who make those decisions.
Exactly.
The people who work there, probably pretty good people, most of them.
Exactly.
For sure.
They're just trying to get by.
Yeah, man.
Your mic's got a little static there, Baines.
Ooh. A little bit of static.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
You're good,
Yeah,
man.
that's
You're
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, I tried to
So-
apply for GameStop a few years ago, and like I'm just glad I never got a call back. I'm like,
Yeah, I know,
You
right,
never-
man? I did that too a couple years ago, and I was like, thank God I never worked there, man. Shit.
yeah, I
Yeah, I
just
almost
Yeah,
thought
man,
about getting
same.
a
I
summer
can't work
job
for a
there.
place that's that immoral, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I almost thought about getting a summer job at GameStop.
Nah,
Just 'cause
man.
I like gaming, but nah, I ain't doing that. So,
Okay, so what do you guys think about the new Xbox controller designs? Your
That
thoughts?
Ocean
Oh, yeah.
Shadow.
The Ocean Shadow one looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
I almost like it as much as the Dawn Shadow.
I am thinking
What?
about getting one. I don't know yet,
Goodness.
but what's the other one? Like winter camo or something like that?
Something like that, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not big on that one, but that
Yeah,
Ocean
yeah.
Ocean Shadow, man.
I'm
Oh,
not big on
I like it.
those camo ones, but I understand that some people really like those. So
I like
But
it.
No, I don't know.
it looks cool for one of those camo ones.
I don't know too much about
Yeah.
these. So which ones are they coming out with? Is it just the Ocean Shadow and the other one?
Winter Forces, I think it's called. Yeah, it's
Winter
just
Force.
those two at the moment.
Okay, so those two. Okay, all right.
See, I wish they would put like the gradients and stuff that they're doing with these custom controllers on in the design lab. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, man. That would be really cool.
Give me an Elite with the gradients on it.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I definitely would like to have some more cool Elite controllers with, oh my god, a Dawn Shadow Elite controller. Oh my god, dude. I love Dawn Shadow.
like
That's by far my favorite controller.
That'd be cool. I'd like one just with my gamer tag on it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
me
that'd
too,
be
dude.
nice. Or just like they should do different variants of the Elite controller. I think that would be sick, man. To be honest, if they did like
Like Mike said in the
like a
chat, an Elite
chrome-
design lab.
like a chrome blue,
Yeah, exactly.
something like that. Like that would be sick. Like I would love that because I like the chrome looking ones. I don't know why, I just do. I just think those are just sick looking. Because they're all shiny. I got 80 OS, man. Attention to
You know what-
ooh, shiny.
You know what I wish they would do with that design lab is make it to where you can send your current controller in to get it designed.
Yeah, that'd be
And
awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
because
Yeah.
see,
You can custom.
I have 2 Elite controllers, and I like to send both of them in to get designed.
Mhm. Yeah, I haven't looked at the controllers
be
yet, but the Winter Forces it's okay. I think it could be cool with like some different colors. I'm not really just a fan of the white and gray, but man, that Ocean Shadow is pretty sexy. I do agree with you, Tim. Almost as good as the Dawn Shadow. Oh, I want that controller. All right, but
I like them more. I like the blue.
I think if they come out with a chrome one, I'm probably gonna pick it up because I you guys are probably thinking like this dude's weird, but yeah, I like that.
What? No one's
kind of
thinking that.
Whatever.
The chrome gradient one would be cool. Chrome to black. That'd
Ooh,
be
yeah. That'd be
sexy.
sick.
Yeah,
For sure.
that would be cool if the design labs you could do. Oh yeah. Never mind. I'll shut up. Okay.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Say it, bro. Go ahead.
No, you guys already said. I was gonna say gradients, and then you guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I wasn't listening. I was distracted doing
Wow.
other stuff.
Yeah.
He's streaming.
Sorry.
Can't pay attention to us.
Can't pay attention, man. It's okay.
I know.
bro.
Now I'm just thinking what Bane said. I really want to send my elite in.
I know, right? Yeah.
I think if we're
Yeah, for
if
sure.
we're able to send in our elites, I think that'll be amazing.
Yeah, maybe I
man.
could send mine in and get it repaired at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Well, see, Bane's got it good. He can send one in, play with the other, send that one in when he gets the other one back.
And that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Yep.
That's exactly what I wanted to do.
I'd go back to my old controller like, what is this?
Yeah, it's tough going back at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man. It is. It really is tough. So I do want to touch on something. I mean, it might not be a big topic, but I know a lot of people don't know that Nintendo. A lot of people say, "Oh, Nintendo never cancels anything," but they just canceled Project Giant Robot, and I know it's in the early stages of development, so I mean, it's not really anything too exciting to be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they canceled that." So it's not.
Yeah.
it's
That
not the
name's
biggest
such a
thing.
winner.
I know, right? Yeah.
Well, that was the game. The game was not far enough into development to have a name yet. I don't think it's as much as they canceled the game, the project. I think it's more that this was supposed to be on Wii U. Zelda was supposed to be on Wii U. They just Zelda. I guess Zelda's still going to be on Wii U, but they just continued the Wii U. I feel like there's these promises that were around the Wii U that have kind of moved on, and now the company has moved on with the Switch. And I think it's more that aspect of it that maybe turns me off a little. Not the fact that the game got canceled, just that there's these promises with the Wii U and they weren't really met.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a company like stop production for one console like the moment the next console comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's always been support like after they've come out, but the Zelda Breath of the Wild is the last Wii U game that they're making.
And that's sad, man. I mean, to see that a console like I know it had its faults. It had its, it had an up and it had it down. It had more downs than it had ups, but I think at the end of the day, it's pretty sad to see a console just get a 4-year lifespan. Really, it's just kind of, it's like, dang, man, that's pretty sad. But I mean, the Switch is coming out, so I mean we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what they
it
bring
sucks, but it sucks. But no one bought the Wii U, basically.
Yeah,
so I'm
true.
not surprised.
They're just
I mean,
Yeah,
people-
at this point.
I mean, if people really wanted the Wii U to survive, they would have bought it. And I mean, the marketing for that thing, they just trying to market it as a Wii attachment almost, pretty much. So it flopped like crazy.
I can't remember who it was. It might have been, I'm not going to say who, but like somebody recently thought that the Wii wasn't even a separate console. They thought it was just like an extra,
Like an add-on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, an add-on to
I thought
Wii.
the same thing. Like when it came out, one of my friends got it, and I thought it was just an add-on. And it took like a few years for me to realize that it was a separate console. I was like, oh, ooh, okay. So, and that was back when I wasn't playing games so much. So I was just a casual gamer then. The marketing was terrible. Like, it's not the consumer's fault they didn't buy the game. It's Nintendo's fault for not marketing it and making it appealing to people.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, what do you guys think about the boost mode for the PlayStation 4 Pro? Do you think it's gonna? give?
We already touched on that a little, didn't we? With the
No, we
when
didn't.
we were
We
talking
didn't
about the hard
touch on
drive.
No, we didn't touch on it at all.
We didn't.
So, what do you guys think about the boost mode for the PS4 Pro? I mean, is it going to really enhance the older? Because they said that it's only going to come to certain games. So, what do you guys think?
Well, real quick, Luca, I just want to say, Baines, I was like, are you guys talking about boost mode? And Baines was like, yeah. So I remember this detail.
Yeah, I'm
Was
gonna
brought
have to. I'm gonna have to
Was brought
get you Artemis
y'all.
and Luca. Yeah. In fact, me and Tim, I think remix too. We touched on this, but
Were you guys
Yeah.
talking
I
about
think-
it? Oh,
yeah,
I wasn't
I think
paying
it-
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't
Fell
care about
asleep.
us now? Huh?
All right. I mean, if you guys touched on it already, then I guess we'll move on from that.
No,
Yeah,
but
we
we didn't get your
just said-
thoughts, Artemis. We didn't get
Yeah.
your thoughts. You
Yeah,
did.
you can talk about it if you
Oh,
want.
go ahead.
Well, my thoughts on it is that it could potentially be a good thing, but I mean, is it really going to help the games that are already out, or the games that are going to be coming out? To be honest, I mean, what does it really entail with the boost mode? I mean, is it just enhanced graphics? I mean, is it enhanced visuals?
It's
I mean, what is it?
Probably gonna help games that, like I said earlier, it's gonna help games that like would drop below 30 frames and keep them at a steady frame rate.
That's
So
all
Okay,
I
I
would care
remember.
about.
I remember us talking about this. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
and
All
those
right.
with like dynamic resolutions.
Yeah.
Well, my bad. I mean, man, I'm doing a bunch of stuff over here. Okay.
Yeah, it just
I mean,
it really remains to be seen how this thing works out, because there's a little caption down at the bottom when you go into select boost mode. It says just come back to turn this off if your game starts to act game starts to act up. So we'll see what happens. I tend to think it may help some of them, but then some of them is going to mess them up even worse. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm
Test that
sure
out
it'll be
first,
fine.
Baines.
I'm interested in seeing how
Yeah,
it works.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, you
I'll
have
definitely
the
let you
Pro.
guys know.
You have the
Yeah.
Pro, Bane. So I mean, do you think
Yeah, I'll
it's
definitely let you guys know.
Yeah.
I'll try it out.
because I mean, when do we
happens.
know when the update comes out? I mean, does anybody know?
It's in beta right now.
It's
I
in
believe.
beta, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's in beta, so no one knows. So our last topic of the night, Triple X, the return of Xander Cage. I know me and Luca saw it. I don't know if anybody else in this panel has seen it, but me and Luca are probably going to talk about it for a little bit. So what did you think of the movie, Luca?
I loved
And
it.
Baines just dropped out because he was like, "Oh man, we're talking about Triple X, man. I'm getting the hell out of here."
When he comes back, we should actually drop that last game.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Okay, well, I loved it. I saw it day one with one of my friends. It was amazing. I it doesn't take a lot to please me when it comes to movies, and it was great. I love those cheesy action movies and all. Man, it was so good. And like that part when he slept with like 10 women at once, I was like, man, what a man. Like, there will never be a man as amazing as Xander Cage. I love that movie.
Dang. All right.
All right, we know who she loves.
Yeah, we know she likes that bald-headed fool, Van Diesel. But I thought the movie was really good. I mean, there was in some parts you could tell that there was some budgeting mishaps. They started running out of budget. You could tell with some of the graphics and things like that.
Yeah, man.
You could definitely, like, when in the plane scene where you get out of the plane to look, it just looked cheesy as hell.
Yeah.
So, but overall, I thought the movie was actually really, really good, actually, because it brought back a lot of the characters from the original movie, and from it just brought back a lot of nostalgia from that time period. So I thought that was a really good movie, man. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I had only seen only saw one trailer for it. So when Ice Cube's character showed up, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Spoiler!
Okay, it's in the trailer. It's in the trailer.
Is it in the trailer?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's in one of the trailers. Yeah.
We're good. It's in the trailer, then we're good. Because you know what? I didn't even see the trailer.
See
I
how
didn't
I
see that
prefaced? See how I prefaced? Oh, I only saw one trailer, but
yeah.
see, get with it, man. Get with
Hey,
it.
you know
Okay.
what? I've had it lately.
Listen to her, Artemis.
Shut up, Freeman. But no, I didn't see the trailer, so I was very surprised to see Ice Cube, and I thought that was awesome. You know, I was like, as soon as he comes out, I was like, yeah, fucking
Yeah,
Ice
pretty
Cube.
much. Oh, it was so great.
So is it worth?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you're gonna say.
Is it
She
worth
doesn't
going
care.
and
Yes.
seeing in theaters, or should I like wait to Netflix and chill it? You know.
I mean, if you like those kind of movies, and it's I mean, it's an action movie, so I mean, it's definitely worth watching. I mean, I thought I had my money's worth when I saw it.
Yeah.
So
Same here. I mean, I like
Definitely
those
check
kind
it
of
out.
movies, so I was fine with it. Like, I'm gonna go see John Wick.
ooh,
Day one.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, John Wick. That's what I'm looking forward to right there.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
first
I
one
am
was
as
great.
well.
Oh man, the first one was so good.
It was so good, dude.
Yeah, I should watch it again before I watch 2.
Yeah,
for
same
sure.
here.
Yeah, I've seen it a
And
couple
then,
times.
What? Someone said go see the Resident Evil movie. Don't see that that movie was trash. It was
Who said that
trash.
shit? Who said it?
It was
I love those
Naruto?
movies. Like I really like those movies, but that one was really, oh my god, it was
Just
really
play
bad,
the game.
guys.
Go play the game, people.
Play the game.
Yeah, I'll
Hashtag
go
Why
play
so
the
Resident
game.
serious,
Evil.
man? Stop being a
That-
troll, bro, in the chat.
Garbage.
God dang it. No, I'm just.
Right, so
playing, bro.
I never really saw the first Triple X. So should I see the second one?
Oh,
I
this
mean,
is
you
a-
just see.
Isn't
you
This
just-
is the third one. This is the third one.
Oh, the third one.
yeah,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
did
they're
the first one.
they're all really they're all kind of self-contained though. I mean,
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean, the
yeah,
second
so
one
that-
is definitely you don't have to see the first one in order to see the second. So
Yeah.
right.
But I would say, you know what? Yeah, I would say watch the first one, just because it's probably really cheap to rent, and you know, you can just get a taste of it without spending however much it is where you're at. You know.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
for sure,
Yeah.
definitely. So
Yo, Baines, you want to drop that
Baines.
code?
yeah,
Yeah. What are y'all gonna do for the code?
I mean,
I don't know, man.
Are
Do
you
you have
just
an
gonna
idea?
drop it in the chat? I mean,
Or do you want to do a
it's-
question?
Well, he
I
doesn't
mean,
have the code
do you
on him
wanna-
because he's
Right.
traveling.
So you're gonna have to have a question. So because I don't have the code on me right now.
Oh, you don't have the code on you? Then we'll do it next week. No big deal. We'll do it next
Okay.
week. We'll do it next
That'll
week.
work.
So, all right, everybody.
Right,
I
so
want to
next
do.
week we're going to give
Huh?
away Master Chief Collection.
Yep, next week's going to be the Master Chief Collection giveaway. We're also going to give away a couple other things, so stay tuned for that. So I want to do our outros now. I'm going to take it away with our guests. I'm going to start with Scrotum. Take it away, bro.
Yeah,
Hashtag muted.
you can find me on Twitter and Xbox Live, both at Scrotum. I don't do YouTube. I have one, but I don't do anything on it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. And I just, you want to hit me up in the party chat, that's cool. Talk Resident Evil, definitely.
Definitely, yeah, man. Luca, where can we find you?
All right, so you can find me on Twitter at the Ashton Luca. You can also find me on Xbox Live at the Ashton Luca. You can find me on PlayStation at Lucy Quinn. There might be I might. Well, okay, hold on. Let me phrase this right. I'm not sure if we're having a podcast Monday night or not, but if we are, I will be on Console Corners Ladies Night, so check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Tim, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Timidos. You can find me on Xbox at Timidos. You can find me pretty much everywhere at the same thing. You can find me here every week, as long as I'm not too busy.
Definitely.
Well, I just want to give a quick shout out to my fellow countrymen. There's a couple of Aussies in the community who started up a podcast on Wednesday night. That's Wednesday
Hell yeah,
night here in
man.
Australia. The
Tuesday.
Aussie X Pod is what it was
Ooh.
called for the first episode. Future name
Nice.
pending.
Nice,
But
man.
you should check those guys out. Headed up by Stick Figure.
Definitely. We're gonna check
Nice.
those guys out for sure. Show those guys some support, man. Definitely.
I may be on
We
future
need more
episodes.
people in the community, bro.
I was
sure.
not on the first one, but I might be there in the future.
Oh, awesome. Definitely. If you're on there, man, we're definitely gonna show you support. So, and we're definitely gonna show you support. So, Remix, where can we find you, brother?
Yeah. So first off, I want to say, Szkr0tm, Luca, love having you guys on. These two people are awesome. Szkr0tm's a real funny dude, and Luca, well, she has a lot of problems. And I'm her.
She looks like Jabba the Hutt.
I'm her shrink. You can
She's
find
got
me.
the laugh.
Yeah, you can find me at Remix Essence across the board. Hit me up anywhere: Twitter, Xbox, YouTube. As Dark said, we'll be doing some giveaways in the future. Some big games coming out, guys. For Honor, Ghost Recon, Horizon Zero Dawn. A little sneak peek. And since Tim shouted someone out, that actually reminded me. I want to shout out Frodo. He is starting up I don't think he started it yet, but he's starting up a UK podcast with some guys. It's going to be Frodo, I think Daz, and I don't know who all is on it, but it should be good. That'll be on Sunday nights in UK anyways. So check it out.
The one console to rule them all.
We'll definitely check them out, man. I mean, they're good dudes. I like Frodo. I played with him a couple times, so he's a good ass dude. So go ahead and go check him out.
Frodo's my boy.
Yeah, for sure. M Baines 99, where can we find you, brother?
M Baines 99, PlayStation, Xbox. Hit me up if you want to play some games. Other than that, don't worry about it. I enjoyed it with Luca and Szkr0tm. We appreciate y'all coming through. It's been fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. I'm really happy that you invited me on. I feel honored and blessed. You guys are so amazing. And
yes, I predicted.
Oh, except for you, Remix.
Prize. I got it.
Hey,
we finally got
I love you too.
Cry. It's great. All right, so I'm your host, Dark Optimus. You can find me at Twitter at the same name and on Xbox Live at the same name. So hit me up on both of those, and we'll definitely chat it up and play some games and things like that. I also got my own channel, Dark Optimus. So come along, check me out. I'm gonna be making some more videos this weekend, so definitely come along and check that out. Maybe some reviews. I don't know yet. We'll definitely figure it out. And I want to thank Luca and Szkr0tm for coming out tonight, man. I appreciate it. You guys are great. You guys are always in the chats with us, party chats with us, and you guys are amazing people. And thanks for coming out. All right, everybody.
Thanks, Dark.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Take it easy.
Toodles.